Hi, this is our brain model that I made in Blender, and then this is the frontal lobe. This portion of the brain is involved in voluntary movement, expressive language, and executive functions like planning and organizing. And then we got the parietal lobe, the portion of the brain vital to sensory perception and integration, including management of taste, hearing, sight, touch, and smell. Then the occipital lobe, the visual processing section of the brain responsible for distance, depth, perception, color determination, object and facial recognition, and memory formation. And then the temporal lobe is associated with the processing of auditory information and memory encoding. May also play a role in processing emotions, language, and some visual perception. The sensory cortex, responsible for receiving and processing sensory information from across the body like touch, temperature, and pain. The motor cortex, the portion of the brain, this portion of the brain generates signals to detect movement of the body. And then we got Broca's area, a region in the frontal lobe in the dominant hemisphere, typically the left, which has functions linked to speech. Then we got Wernicke's area, a region that contains motor neurons involved in the comprehension of speech. Then let's go to the other image. We got the pons, the point of origin/termination for 4 separate cranial nerves that transfer sensory information and motor impulses to and from the facial region and the brain. It is also a pathway for nerve fibers connecting the cerebral cortex and the cerebellum. We also got the medulla, transports signals between the spinal cord and the higher parts of the brain. It also controls autonomic functions like heartbeat and respiration. Then we got the reticular formation, which is inside of these two things. Functions include somatic motor control, cardiovascular control, pain modulation, sleep and consciousness, and habituation. And then we got the cerebellum. The cerebellum is responsible for the maintenance of balance and function, coordination of voluntary movement, motor learning, and cognitive functions. The thalamus relays sensory and motor skills, regulates consciousness and alertness. The hypothalamus maintains homeostasis, regulates appetite, weight, and body temperature. And that's it.